it's hard to really go against Boots because on that one was specifically Xander. You know, I feel Xander's still young. You know, Boots is a lot older and has a lot more experience.
Man, it's a tough fight, man. I got Boots. I just think that he's ultra talented. However, I mean, Xander could surprise him, man. You know, look, I expect the best Boots version of himself. I expect the best Xander. Boots got more pop on his shots. Boots is, I think, he's more talented out of the two.
In this case, Xander Zayas is the more controlled fighter in the sense that he has a regimented account for what he wants this fight to look like and how to get to where he's trying to go to, opposed to Boots, right?
Oh, Boots gonna take him out. Boots gonna do this. Man, y'all don't know Xander. Like, you know what I mean? Like Xander's like that. He's gonna fight his butt off. And if I don't know Boots either, so I'm sorry if Boots, you're a cool dude or whatever. But like Xander's my guy, and so I'm gonna rock with my guy through and through. And not just because he's my guy, but because he's a great fighter and a world champ.
Boxing experts are now breaking down the Jaron Ennis versus Xander Zayas fight, and the word overrated has made this fight feel a lot more
Xander fan, and I think Xander's gonna win. I think people are underestimating Xander so much. It's insane to me. Like, people are all like, oh, like, Xander's not ready for Boots. This isn't, you know, oh, Boots is gonna wash him out. Boots is gonna do this. Boots is gonna do that. Xander's a world champ, a multiple belt.
Torres knows Xander Zayas personally. He has watched his rise closely, and he clearly believes people are underrating what Xander can actually do in the ring. But beyond friendship, his point is about
he's showcased who he is time and time again. I think people are just like washing him out or like overlooking him because he's so young. But I'm giving it to Xander. I think Xander's his boxing ability, his ring IQ, his presence, his just stature. I think it's gonna be tough for anybody to beat him. And so I'm excited for this fight. And I think it's gonna be a great fight. I think it's gonna be a competitive fight. But my money's on
Robert Garcia looked at this fight in a very balanced way, and that is what makes his take important. He is not just following the hype around Boots Ennis, and he is not ignoring what Xander Zayas brings either. For him, this is the kind of matchup where talent, size, confidence, and timing all matter. Boots has the bigger name and the flashier style, but Xander is walking into this fight with nothing to fear and everything to gain. That is why Robert's breakdown makes the fight feel more interesting, because he sees danger on both sides before the first bell even rings.
Stepping in, you know, gotta respect that kid, you know, for being 23 and taking those challenges. You gotta respect that, you know. My pick, I would probably say, goes to Boots because talent-wise, but you know, Xander's positive about himself, man. He sounds very confident. I talked to him and he's very confident, very positive. So definitely gave him a shot, man. You know, Boots has never been in that division for long. You know, only one fight in one round, so it could make a big difference. Xander's a big boy, man. Xander's a big boy that might be looking to moving up to 160, you know, in the near future. So it's gonna be an interesting
Conversation shifts to the real risk around Xander Zayas. This is not just about whether he has talent, because everyone already knows he can fight. The bigger question is whether this moment is coming too early, especially against someone like Boots Ennis, who is entering 154 with high speed, power, and confidence. But that is also what makes the debate interesting. Xander is young, hungry, and already carries himself as if he belongs on this stage. So when Robert Garcia talks about the age factor and the weight jump, he is really showing why this fight is not as simple as people think.